Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritually Fucked podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Mulholland. Let's get into the show. Hey, guys. Here's a snippet from my intimate one-on-one session I had with my dear friend, Shay Rays. We've always had a special connection. It was honestly love at first sight, in that soul recognition kind of way. During our conversation, she made me feel so deeply seen and heard, and guided me into parts of myself I hadn't yet explored. Through her presence and the questions she asked, something powerful surfaced from my subconscious, and what followed was a huge breakthrough. I'll let you guys try to guess what that was in the interview. Hello, everyone. Did you like that opening? I have openings now. But this session with Shay, she's just always been one of those people who lives on the same frequency as me, and when we connected, we just kind of like I don't know, we just really liked each other at first. And we're friends on social media, and so she moved to Seattle, and we've just been kind of gossiping, and we're both kind of in this new venture in our life where we're opening our hearts to more one-on-one sessions with people. And I had the gift of getting one with her, and I am someone who has worked with very big practitioners, like huge healers, whatever the fuck you want to call it. For the past 11 years, I've just had a lot of experience in the healing space. And she unlocked something in me, a memory that happened in my subconscious that I didn't even know was causing a byproduct in my life. And the breakthrough was huge. And so I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and we'll talk after.
Hello, I am Shay Rays, and in this video, I am showing a glimpse into a one-on-one intuitive coaching slash connection call that I had with a lovely human who is a creator. She expresses her soul via comedy and poetry. The first hour of our call together was building rapport and hearing about where Taylor is energetically, and I was feeling into her field and getting a sense. And so this 20 minutes was the tail end when we just started diving into the work. And the fact that this was so effective really, really warms my heart. And my intention for sharing this video is that those people that are curious about working with me get a glimpse into my vibe and the way that I show up in session. So we're going to get into this. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section. Okay, Taylor, welcome to this conversation we're having today. I love the vibe of you and everything that you are creating. We don't know each other very well, but I feel like we're both really energetically sensitive beings and we can get a sense of each other, and we have been in spaces when I was in Arizona together, and I'm excited to chat with you today.
Yay, me too. I always felt like we vibed.
Okay, so tell me a bit about your flavor right now.
Right now in my life, I feel really good because I am expressing and I am sharing, and I'm doing that from a place of pure heart. I realized this entire beginning of the year, I was putting expectations on my passions. That was my downfall because it was coming from a place of I'm sharing this part of me and I'm expecting a return. Like everyone's going to buy my book, you know? And I dropped back into the pure purpose, which is just sharing my heart.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it from a place of just wanting to express rather than wanting to receive something from someone else. That is like the better place for me. Any sort of like negative narrator thoughts that would come in, I would say, okay, what is this showing me in this moment?
Yeah.
It's just showing me that I care.
Mhm.
I really want to be good at this, so I'm being really, really hard at myself. But how can I shift that and love the narrator who's being really hard on myself? Yeah.
And you mentioned Saturn return, and how has knowing you're in this phase of life called Saturn return that everybody goes through helped you navigate it?
It's really gotten me into my chart, and it showed me that if you look at my chart, all it literally says I'm a theater kid. And so I'm stepping into that. And I had so much shame around it my whole life, but really I want attention because it's just my soul who wants to express.
My intense spiritual awakening in my life went absolutely berserk after my Saturn return. That was just getting me ready. That was just priming me. It was just priming me.
It was priming you.
Was priming, I mean, it was clearing the vessel, seriously. Like, that stuff had to dissolve, it had to, and so then when my so, I mean, full-blown energetic awakening, you can't hold an insane amount of light when you have that much density in the field. It'll short circuit all the electrical currents that are running through us, and so we become stronger. So it's like, okay, now we're gonna start grounding into the earth. So we used to be maybe like a battery powered or something, or maybe we were plugged in, but you go to another country, it's not quite, maybe it's not quite the right plug. And then over time, it's like, oh, wait, I'm solar powered now. And there's a grounding cord straight into the earth. Let's just get into the questions. So I sent
Yeah.
these questions yesterday so that we'd have preparation for how our conversation would flow here today. And you're comfortable with everything we've talked about so far?
Yes.
Okay, so you already went through these questions. I'm curious, though, if anything came up for you.
It made me really look at, like, love myself, to be honest, because I'm like, wow, there's another human who's really curious about who I am.
Oh,
It made me feel very seen and recepted.
I love that. Celebration!
Yeah, I remembered who I was through going through those questions.
It's really important for me too. Like, this is really meaningful for me too.
Aw.
All right, Taylor, let's get into it. What drew you to comedy as an art form?
I think I've been silly my whole life. Again, like having experiences where there was shame around that.
We did some energy work processing around this here. He's a little bit of something in the system. It's like ridiculous.
I
That's
just yawned. Huge release.
amazing. The silly one. You get to embrace it because that's your alchemy and your power. Oh, gorgeous.
It's my alchemy. I really like that. I used to get in trouble so much at the juice bar I used to work at. But the people kept coming back. They always came back to see me because I was the funny one, and I always was getting in trouble with my boss that I was too fun. I was too like ridiculous.
Because it is a gift. Being able to shift the energetic state of the person you're next to into laughter and joy and play, that is a huge gift, and not very many people have it.
Thank you. I have goosebumps.
Yeah. Like, so musicians, they get people's bodies moving. That's such a gift too. In laughter is the body is releasing energy. So you're actually helping shift these people's states in a visceral somatic way. That's amazing. Do you think humor protects your truth, reveals it, or disguises it?
I love this question because I never really thought about it. I think for at least my aspect, it does reveal it. If I joke about my dad not being there, it's saying that my dad wasn't there. So it reveals and protects it.
Is there a go-to joke with that specific theme that you tell?
Dad? Question mark? Like, dad, is that you? Dad.
Where are you, Dad?
He's my guardian angel now. And I've seen his soul for what his soul gave up for in this life for me to evolve and grow up for that.
So when you say this joke, Dad, Dad, do you feel connected to him in those moments?
It's almost like, why wouldn't I want to honor that part of my soul contract?
Yeah, I love that.
Part of my niche and my personality is like, oh, my daddy wasn't there. I have daddy problems. Like it's just kind of part of the bit. I did it for the bit.
So having an orientation towards souls having contracts with each other for the experiences that we have together to learn and grow and evolve with and from. That creates a lot of spaciousness in your system.
Yes, I signed you into my life for me to grow and evolve. So clearly, if I signed you into my life, you must be here for a reason.
Like, you know what? Your dad loved the shit out of you. Fully. Your dad loved you so much. When you make people laugh, what happens inside your body?
Haha, I'm funny. Like I did that. Like I did that. I made you laugh. Like that makes me feel like I was received.
Do you celebrate it?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start celebrating it.
Okay, so when you make someone laugh, it feels like you were received because what you expressed landed in the way you intended it to.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. And I was in a Zoom on Monday. There was like 70 people in there. And I said something in the comments and I made them all laugh hysterically. Yes, thank you for saying that because I very rarely pause and like celebrate little things like that.
You're now saying you're committed to celebrating these win moments. Like, what does that celebration look like actually?
I'm imagining like a sticker board. I want to put a sticker on the board. I did something, I followed my heart and I was received.
Hmm. I just had an idea pop in my mind about how this could be a form of alchemy for you. Would you like me to share?
Yes, please.
So, when you make someone laugh, in your mind, you get yourself a gold star. So you're collecting these gold stars now, okay? So you can do an incantation. I'll send it to you after this call. So we're going to create you an incantation that every time you get a gold star, it does what? So let me give you an example. If people are attracted to me, I make more money. When I'm out in a public space, I think whatever energy is coming, because I have a lot of Scorpio energy, I receive a lot of projection. A lot of projection. My experience illuminates people's shadows, and they don't even know they're projecting on me, and I can feel it. So I say, whether someone thinks about me in admiration or judgment or anything in between, all of that energy is alchemized to increase my radiance and my magnetism. And I imagine my field expanding through it. So, whatever it is, whoosh, thank you. Thank you. So, you can
Mm.
set this incantation about the gold star and remember to bring your awareness to that. So, anytime someone laughs and you're like, I get a gold star, we can set it to be what is something energetically you're interested in increasing it? You tell me. You tell me.
I think I would like to have an energetic exchange. I would like to be paid.
I'll put a note for you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I have a coaching kink.
Oh, good. Seems
I
like
love when people tell me how I can be better human.
oh, that's
Like that.
perfect. That's just
Yeah.
perfect. I'm Virgo, so I love observing how people can refine and improve.
I love it.
Okay, so when you receive a new joke, what does that experience like? Is it aha? What is it?
I see the setup and I have to do it immediately. Comes through, it's always visual, and I have to do it right away or the energy dies down.
There's this idea that there are things that are meant to be brought into the physical form, and if the inspiration might come to one, and if they don't follow through with it, that inspiration just goes to a different channel.
Stop. That is crazy.
Why?
Like it makes sense. I always have the fear. I'm like, I have to do this now or someone else is going to do it. That's literally why I push myself to do it so quickly. I'm like, someone else is going to do this.
So it seems like originality is important to you.
Yeah, I don't ever want someone to think I'm fake. That's a wound.
Okay. So would recreating something that someone else has already done feel like fake to you?
It's interesting because whenever I get like an idea, I always have this fear. I'm like, did someone already do this? Is someone going to think I'm trying to be like them? How original can we be? To what extent?
Like, also, there's energy that ripples through the collective simultaneously. And so, if you're becoming more finely attuned to the energy currents that are running through various collective fields, you're going to be receiving similar wisdom or teachings that other people are too. And how you transmute and translate that is always going to be uniquely you because it's coming from you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel this. I feel this because there's people on Instagram who I'm like, I'm on their same wavelength.
Do you have a sense of when this, in using your words, wound was created, this originality wound, or someone else is going to do this if I don't get to it today? Where'd that come from?
I immediately located the memory. It was in third grade when I showed up wearing the same thing as someone else.
Mm.
And they freaked the out, and I went home and I tore up that outfit. I literally cut it up, and my mom was so mad. Now I look back and I'm like, is that where it all started? That's a long time.
Little Taylor, do you have any idea what your classmate's going to wear today?
No.
You have
How was
no,
I supposed to know?
you have no idea. My goodness. Yeah, so there's definitely okay, let's think. Do you feel your parents' reaction when you got home supported how big of a hurt that was for you?
No, I was reprimanded. I got in trouble for cutting up the outfit. So not only was I
Mhm.
upset, like I was being yelled at from two points of views. Like I was being yelled at because I was copying someone. And then my reaction to that, I was being yelled at.
So if this was another little girl that you're caring for who came home and is having this really, really big response that they were wearing the same outfit as someone, what would this mature, wise Taylor say to that little girl?
Hmm.
What would you do? Doesn't have to be words even. You can just grab her up.
I would just let her do it
Let her have
and
her fit.
like let her have the somatic release.
Yeah. And then what?
And then I would say clearly she's not a good friend. Like she's not your type of people.
Hmm. Would you be comfortable with me swooping in and grabbing little Taylor and having a moment with her right now?
Please be my guest.
Okay. All right, little baby Taylor, you come home. You are losing it over this outfit. I mean, you are cutting it up. You never ever want to have this experience again where you're copying someone and your originality is in question. You can't even believe this happened. So, what I would do with little Taylor is I'll grab this little Taylor up and I would say, honey, let's go burn this outfit. You will not have to wear that outfit to school ever again. I am so sorry that that little girl was so mean to you, you precious little baby, okay? If you want, we will design you fully customizable outfit in whatever color and pattern you want, and you're going to wear that to school. And we're going to get you a bunch of these outfits. We're going to design you your own clothing line, Taylor. You do not have to show up in the same outfit as her for the rest of the year. Wait until you show up and these third graders see you with your sparkly shoes on that are lighting up. You actually have the ones that light up when you stomp your feet. Oh,
Oof.
you know what? They say your name on them too. They say
Oh,
Taylor. They say OG. And you're going to put on your little gangster baby sunglasses and say, original, original. You ain't never seen nothing like this, little girl. So step it.
Dude, that is exactly how it went. That's exactly how it went. It's it's not my job to keep others comfortable.
At all. So, how do you feel about your personal style now?
I have stubbornness about everything I wear, and you will not see me in something that's fashion, quote unquote fashion, like a new style out there. Like you won't see me in unless I genuinely like it. It's like kind of emo, like boyish.
I feel you're communicating with your style.
Confidence, because
Okay.
it is. I don't dress down, but I just don't dress up. Like I will wear comfy cozies because I'm just confident in myself. Like I like the kind of natural beauty, like no makeup. I do get dressed up and dolled up. That's when I feel like 10 times more amazing.
Because, for example, I notice you have stylized posts where you're all glam when you talk about your poetry. Okay, like that's different. What are you thinking right there?
Okay, I love this question because it's really making me think. It's like the poetry is like my raw poetic heart, but it's dolled up. It's got the beautiful aesthetics of it because it's my heart coming through. And then when it comes to my silly comedy, it's like, oh, she looks insane. Not insane, but she just looks like straight out of bed, uh, doesn't really care what she's wearing.
If the goal is unity internal, what would that maybe look or feel like if you were to swap the roles and have dolled up Taylor performing the comedy and then have comfy cozy, I'm super chill delivering the poems, even just to try on for a day? I'm curious what that would feel like to you.
Okay, you know what's coming through is I feel like the dolled up comedian would be projected as she's trying too hard. And then the poetic cozy girl, no one would even look at.
Hmm.
So isn't that interesting? That unlocks a huge layer of something.
She's trying too hard. So if other people perceive you as being someone who is passionate and cares about pursuing her comedy full throttle, does that make you uncomfortable?
Yes. That's sad. That makes me sad.
Yeah. Let's say that again. So being perceived as a like beautiful, confident woman who pushes forward for her dreams. Who cares what they say? Right? I mean, it's easy to say that and harder to feel it. So that's something to like tap into, right?
Yeah.
She's trying too hard. So when you hear that, hey, Taylor, you're trying too hard. Respond.
Says who?
Me.
I have a good response.
Okay.
I am being the best soul expression of myself in this life.
Yeah, get it. Gold star, Taylor. Gold star. Look
Yes.
at a big gold star for that. You can get big gold stars for any win, honestly. This is your magic. You get to decide what you get gold stars for, and you can bank them up. Okay, do we see what is happening in society right now? So many people are fully cut off from themselves, from their wisdom, from any sort of semblance of walking on a path. And it is just shining a light, not just for you, but to every single woman out there who feels like she's trying too hard or she's too much. Or who do you even think you are, girl, showing up like that? Heart knows. Your heart, she's the truth, right? And your heart shows up soft, feminine, expressive. And that is not a separate part of you. That feminine, she's freaking funny too. Your heart is funny, hilarious. at your core. That's how you make people laugh. That's how you alchemize and help other people grow and evolve, and you shift the energy in your field with every single joke you tell. And if that isn't just like absolute divine feminine radiance, what is, girl? That is not two separate versions of you. You are one. Yeah,
Yeah, and in the beginning of this conversation, I separated the two. I said it's one or the other.
yeah. Interesting.
That's very powerful.
There's definitely a link between you needing to get the joke out there and be original and not be copying anyone. But at the same time, when you show up in that space, you don't put on an outfit. And when you link that wound of originality back, it had to do with you showing up in an outfit. So there's something here about your personal style. There's a block there.
That I have full body chills.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Would you be comfortable standing up and just like shaking?
Yeah,
Like,
I need that. Way, way powerful.
it was, and I love that we didn't even touch on a fraction of the questions, but that's okay. You primed yourself with them, and you're going through that experience and process outside of this call. And I love you, girl.
I'm obsessed with you. Like I adore you so much.
I adore you too.
I love it. I love this.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to communicate before we end this?
Listen to your gut feelings, just like you did when you said we need to do this tomorrow. Like, I'm so glad you listened to your intuition and you felt the call because it did something so deep for me. And I just wish more people would do that and follow their intuitive hunches and the calling. And magic is created from that.
Absolutely.
When we take action,
When we take action,
I am fucking honored. I'm honored and blessed and
yeah.
grateful. And every single word that is in that resonance.
I wish I had more time in that session with Taylor. We just got into the quote unquote work together. I'd sent her a worksheet, multiple pages of questions diving into the psyche of identity. And the theme was around someone who expresses via comedy and unpacking there. Now the work is in integrating. Is her showing up in her heart energy, in her heart expression, in her comedy space, closer to her core truth, and an integration of that part that was fragmented in childhood. And oftentimes, when we go back to that core wound and we repattern the field, which is what we did here, and we made something previously unconscious conscious and brought it to her awareness. This is the gift of doing inner child work and inner child healing. We can go back and somatically, psychically rewrite or rewire that memory. And when we combine mind with body, whether that's through tapping or various practices, the subconscious is listening, and that's where those memories and imprints are stored. And it will rewrite that imprint in the subconscious mind, and that energy will start to dissolve and dissipate in the impact it has on the way the ego or the human or the self shows up. I have experienced this changing my life time and time again in the sessions that I've had with the people I've worked with. I'm really passionate about this work. So if this was intriguing to you, do book a session with me, reach out to see if there's resonance in working together. I would love to hear from you.
So, how'd you guys like it? Could you tell where the breakthrough was? So the breakthrough was when we uncovered that how I show up as my poetic self is this beautiful girl. Okay, I love being poetic and beautiful and making it aesthetically delicious, right? You know, you see me with the makeup and everything. That's my poetry side. And then my comedy side is like raggedy, super homely, and um there was just this two sides. And she said, well, what if the poetic Taylor was kind of underdressed in her sweats, not wearing makeup? And I was like, well, no one would listen to her. And then what if the comedic Taylor was seen beautiful? And I said, well, she'd be trying too hard. And it's like I've been downplaying my comedy with my physical appearance because I didn't want to seem like I was trying too hard. Or the funny girl couldn't be also beautiful. Or the poetic girl had to be beautiful or no one would listen to her. And you see how there's this disconnect. And my favorite part about working with Shay Rays was she made me feel so deeply seen. And the questions she asked were so deeply resonant. And I was like, wow, she really looks at me. She sees me. I never ever called myself a comedian. Truly. I know I'm really funny, but I never called myself a comedian. And she called me a comedian. And she really honored me for my humor and my authority when it comes to comedic expression. And she made me really see and love and appreciate and celebrate that part of myself. And to also maybe question, why doesn't that comedic girl want to look beautiful and wear makeup and be pretty? Why doesn't that poetic girl, or why does that poetic girl feel like she can't do it in her sweats or she can't do it without wearing a full face of makeup? And, I'm saying very wide examples. Of course, I've probably done poetry without makeup on or whatever. Um, or done like a funny reel where I was wearing makeup, but I just always was like, I have to downplay myself so I don't seem like I'm trying too hard. And also, a huge breakthrough was that experience that happened in third grade with the outfit repeater. I didn't realize how much that was affecting me, and I'm so scared of copying someone because of that situation. I was fucking, what, 8? I didn't know she was gonna wear the same outfit as me. Like, come on. So she just really cares. Shay is someone who really fucking cares. She's a dear friend and she's a powerful space holder. I would highly recommend booking a one on one session with Shay if you're ready to uncover deep layers of yourself and fully embody who you are. She holds such a safe, loving space for transformation. And you can find all that information in the bio because I'm a professional and I'm going to do that. And go check out her art too. It's amazing. My favorite thing she does, Shay, if you're listening, is when you post videos of you dancing. I love that. She's so embodied. She embodies art. She's Virgo, but she has a lot of Scorpio in her chart and it really shows. And she's just such a joy. And I'm so happy that you took the time to listen and to go have a session with her. She's fucking badass. Or by her art. Or by my art. Or book a session with me. Do whatever you want. But I'm just here to share what my friends have. I'm just here to share my friends' gifts and hopefully inspire you to do the same. Okay, everyone. I adore you. Bye bye.